Hi, I'm going to show you what I've been able to sew up in the month of April and share with you an interesting giveaway, and if that's something you're interested in, please stay tuned. Hi lovely people, welcome to my channel. Josie here, and it is Josie. Glad to have you here. For my new subscribers, you're more than welcome, and for my old subscribers, thank you for always tuning in and watching my videos. And if you're new here, feel at home. I share sewing related content and a few crafts here and there as I get along, but predominantly sewing. And if that's something you're interested in, you could join the family by subscribing and also press the bell icon so you don't miss out whenever I upload videos onto my channel. And this, as you've read from the title, this is my April Sewing Mix video, and I'll also be sharing with you an interesting and exciting giveaway at the end of the video. Hope you stay tuned to the video. And probably before I go on, I would like to remind you I recorded a video where I told you about the Beginner Sewing Summit that has been organized by Rebecca Page. It's geared towards beginners and also people who have sewn before, who are sewing actually, because there's always something new we get to learn even for the beginner tutorial, something that we can add onto our knowledge that we've piled up over the years. And I'm honored to be one of the teachers at the Sewing Summit, and we are a number of 40 teachers who will be taking on simple classes, beginner-friendly classes that can hold someone's hand and usher people into sewing. So I hope you can tune in. It's running from today, that's the 3rd of May, up to the 7th of May. That will be Friday. And classes are available to watch for the 24 hours they are aired. So if you're interested, you could go ahead and register. I'll leave the link in the description box below if you want to register for that summit, or if you want to share it with someone else who wants to have a go at learning to sew. And I'm still taking part in Me Made May. In the past, I've done documented daily pictures of what I've worn every day on my Instagram, but this time round I decided to change it up a bit. Not that I didn't share it, but I'm hoping to record daily videos, small clips of what I'm wearing on the day. And ideally, if you're wondering what Me Made May is, it's just like, it's a challenge in the sewing community which has been running for a number of years now, where people in the sewing community take a pledge and probably choose to do something about their sewing, their clothes, their garments, to show appreciation of them. And my pledge is to aim at wearing something I've made for the entire month of May. And May is one of my best months because the 1st of May is my birthday, so I'm always excited to go in full swing with whatever is happening. So that was yesterday at the time of recording. I know this video will go live on Monday, and I'm recording this on Sunday, that's the 2nd of May. And I'm planning on wearing clothes that I've made every day, and try to also highlight if there are any gaps in my wardrobe that I can try to fill up, and to have also a reflection on my me-made wardrobe to see what probably I could change up and probably what doesn't suit me or work for me. And that's all about what Me Made May is going to be for me. And I'm recording mini videos every day that I'll be documenting at the end of the week. That will be on Friday. I'll be showing you what I've worn for that entire week and probably my thoughts, and probably sharing with you the patterns and the fabrics I've used. With no further ado, let me show you what I've been able to sew up in the month of April. It's been quite a productive one. I've been able to sew up a few things, not a lot, but I think sometimes you're better off pacing yourself and sewing the things you actually need and love to sew. And my first project could be this dress that I have here. And I showed you my plans for this particular fabric when I got it. This is a viscose challis Lady Macrame fabric, which was kindly gifted to me by Minova. And I've written a full blog post about the making of this dress for Minova. I'll try to attach the link in the description box below if you're interested in reading about it. And for this dress, I used a Burda style pattern, this particular one on the cover. Unfortunately, I can't download the images and show them to you. I understand Burda doesn't want us to do that. And I sewed up, this is from Burda, August 2020, and I sewed up the dress number 107, and it's a 4-wrap dress, which was also sewn up in a viscose. And I made size 36. I'll try to attach images of me in this dress. And it's a 4-wrap dress, as you may tell, and it features an overlay. However, this dress was never meant to be a proper wrap dress as I made it to be. It was meant to be sewed up with two pieces, similar pieces for the back and front, and have an overlay. However, I didn't follow the instructions too well, so I ended up cutting out two overlay pieces. But I managed to manipulate them and make do with them to recreate what exactly the dress was supposed to look like. And it has an elastic for the waist gathering, which is also featured in the back. And I decided this dress comes with another version, which is meant to be a midi dress, but I went with a knee length dress, and it's the midi version that also features elasticated sleeves, and I decided to use elasticated sleeves with my version. And I actually like the way this dress feels on me. I love it. However, the few challenges I had with it, I found that this was quite gappy. I tried to take it in, but I still find this a bit gappy. I should have manipulated it a bit more, or I should have sewn up a toile, which I never do. But I'll try to share a little clip of me in this dress and also a picture in this dress. And this was made out of size 36. And it's a dress that actually has been loved by many people who sew up with Burda Sewing Magazine. I'm seeing various variations coming up of this particular dress. And this is Burda number 107 from issue of 09 2020. That's August 2020. And this was one of my first makes of the month, and I'll put it on the side. I'll attach the fabric and probably link to the pattern if you're interested. And I'm so sure these patterns can be bought as an individual pattern off the Burda website. Should you have missed the magazine because it was from last year, it would be hard to come across it. And my other make was one of those palette cleansers that you get some fabric, cut up and sew up very fast. I made it early in the month towards my daughter's birthday. She had asked me to make a skirt because I realized I've not made her skirts much of. I think I last made her skirts 3 years ago or 4 years ago, which she wore for a while. And that was it. So she asked for a skirt in particular, and I decided to make it for her birthday. I whipped it up a day before her birthday that she would wake up and wear it for her birthday. And it's just your basic elasticated skirt. This is a beginner friendly project, and actually it's one that would be appreciated if you've got daughters in your life, girls in your life. We're just two triangles, rectangles, and it's a good scrub bastard. You know, when you've got like half a meter that you can't use for full outfit, a skirt for a little girl which they can wear over leggings now that the weather is still chilly. The spring is not decided in the UK, so it's a bit chilly. So she gets to wear this skirt over leggings, and in the summer she can wear it on its own. And it's just your basic elasticated skirt. But one thing I liked about it is that it has this detailing. I don't know whether it makes much sense, but there was some top stitching done above the elastic, so it gives it a nice decorative waistline of some sort, whereby they are gathered. This is not gathered by the elastic, but the top stitching on top. And it was your basic skirt. I had some cotton poplin on me, and I whipped up this, and I'm hoping to whip up a few more skirts for her because she seems to like skirts so much, and she pairs them up with t-shirts. And it's just an easy make, but it made us so glad. I'm very happy. So this is one of my makes for the week. You just, in an hour or half an hour, you can just come up with a skirt. Just top stitch, finish the seams, hem it, put an elastic, and the girl in your life will be glad to wear such a simple skirt. And my next make, I could say, is this. This is a blouse, and it's the Love Notions Rhapsody blouse. In the past, I've made the Rhapsody dress version, which is still by Love Notions, and this particular pattern is one to be loved among people who have made it because it features 7 sleeve options. I'll try to attach a card of the review of this pattern when I made the dress version. I'll attach it up here and probably in the description box below if you're interested in hearing all about it. But this is a basic blouse pattern, and it features a pleat in the back, and this back, what should I call it, the back yoke is sewn using the burrito method, and I like the instructions. They hold your hand through, and there's actually a video tutorial that shows you how to construct that bit. And it's also pleated at the front. If you can tell, it has got some gathers, not pleats, some gathers. So from this part of the yoke to the back, there it's layered, it's lined of some sort. So it was sewn during using a burrito method. And then we also create self-bias tape, which we use to hem and then close the opening. And for this version, I went with cap sleeves. I'll try to show you an image of me in this top. Actually, I love it. It's a simple top, and I used viscose fabric, Dobby viscose fabric I picked up last year from Felicity Fabrics. There's a time they had a sale and I picked it up. And actually, I've sewn this pattern before. It's an easy sew. And if you want to know what the sleeves are, the various variations of the sleeves, I've tried to attach the lines drawing here because it features flatter sleeves, it features bishop sleeves, short sleeves, then elbow length. There are a number of them. I'll try to attach an image here. And I sewed up size extra small, which is a common size I sew up in most of Love Notions patterns. And this pattern is drafted for sizes extra small to 5XS, and it also comes with full bust adjustment pieces. I'll put it aside and show you my next make. And my next make is, I remember showing you this fabric in my spring sewing plans video, and this is the gorgeous art gallery fabric, cotton jersey fabric, and it was gifted to me by Minova. Yes, I'm showing you something similar to what I'm wearing. I made matching outfits with my daughter, and I used a similar pattern, and this is the Love Notion Sunday romper pattern. And if you're wondering, yes, the Sunday romper features a romper version, a jumpsuit, a knee-length dress, and also a maxi dress. And this was a pattern that was released last year. I sewed up the romper version and also the dress version. I'll attach also the link to that video in the cards above if you're interested in hearing all about it. And this pattern, I'd never sewed up the little girl's version, but they're actually exactly similar. I'll try to attach the lines drawing here of what the pattern looks like. I sewed up actually 2 dresses, and I tried to squeeze out these 2 dresses out of 2 meters of fabric. That wasn't for the faint-hearted. It wasn't an easy task, but I'm glad I did it. And I didn't cheat, but I decided to use contrasting pockets, mostly because I didn't have enough fabric, but it ended up being a win because it brought out the pink in the fabric. Yeah, I actually used also the same fabric for the neck binding. And also, it being a little girl's dress, the little pink added more color to a fabric which was not as bright for a little girl. I'm happy with it. I wouldn't have wanted to add any pink, but I just wanted to jazz up her version a little bit. And this pattern features V-neckline, both at the front and the back, and that's to allow for ease to pull up if you've gone with a romper or a jumpsuit version. But for this particular one, I hacked it to have I raised the neckline and the back and rounded it off using the French curves. Yes, I used the French curve for that, and mostly because I knew I just needed to accommodate for it to go over my head, since I went with dress versions for both of us, and I went with knee-length versions. However, for hers, I shortened it by an inch because I was short of fabric. And if you may tell, this is a directional print, so I had to make sure that I pattern matched, that the patterns pieces, let me show you on mine, it's a direction print, so I made sure that I pattern matched. If you can tell, this is a pocket that I also had to be careful when I was cutting out the cotton line, the pocket lining, that it matches with the seam of the skirt, because if you may tell, this is a pocket, but I tried to align everything together. So in so doing, you have to accommodate for more fabric actually to be able to match all the seams together, that they don't differ, because it's a direction print and it's not repeated. The patterns are different, so you wouldn't want to match this to the one above. So I tried to pattern match, and I'm actually glad that I did a fabulous job on both. And also I give myself a pat in the back that I've managed to do this with just out of 2 meters of fabric. Both outfits, I know you would say they are small, but still it wasn't an easy thing. I managed to squeeze them out, and I was happy with all this. And I sewed up size extra small for my bust, for the bodies, and I went with size small for the skirt, so I blended it into size small to the skirt. And for my little girl, I made size 7. She has just turned 7 last month, so size 7 was true to size, apart from the fact that I shortened it up to accommodate for the fabric. So she can always wear it over her leggings even when it gets shorter, and it can be worn as a top dress, if that makes sense. And this pattern is meant to be drafted either, it's supposed to be sewed with either an elastic for the waistband, or you make a few ties that you use to cinch in the waist. But I went with elastic. I thought it would be easier than trying to create loops side to side to go with this. And my other make, which has been put off for such a long time, I bought this is still Love Notions. Yes, if you're wondering why I sew up with Love Notions patterns, I'm an ambassador of Love Notions patterns, and I've sewed up with so many of their patterns before, and for such a long time, even before I became an ambassador, when I became a pattern tester with them. So I sewed up so many of their patterns, and I know how their sizing works well with me, and oftentimes I know which alterations I need to make. But I got this pattern about 2 years ago before I became an ambassador. However, I was so petrified and scared of trying out this pattern because it entails sewing up with trousers. And these are, what should I call them? They're cigarette pants of some sort. And yes, I'm showing you 2 printed pair of trousers, because what can be better than a self-made trousers than having a printed pair of pants? And these are cigarette trousers. If you can tell, they're skin at the bottom, and this pattern is drafted to be made with either stable jersey fabrics, stable knit fabrics, or stretchy wovens. And I went with cotton satin for both my versions. And these are fabrics I've had in my stash for over 3 years or 2 years, and were meant to sew up this pair of trousers. They're quite similar to the Ultimate trousers, but I sew over it. I bought that pattern. I never got around to sewing it. I knew I would have to go through a lot of fitting to get it fitting right, and that's why also I was scared of sewing up with these pants. But this pattern was re-released, I think last year or 2 years ago. And when that happened, Tammy of Love Notions came up with pants fitting workbook. So when you purchase this pattern, it comes with a workbook which shows you how to fit all the fitting issues that you would find when you're constructing trousers. And trust me, that has been a game changer. I always know every time I try to sew up patterns, I need to make a lot of alterations. And as you may know, we are all learning. I don't think I would have easily sewed up these pants and gotten them to fit right without that handbook. I first made a toile, and then when I made a toile is when I noticed that I needed to take in some fabric at the crotch. I think that alternation is called, it's the camel toe something alteration, when fabric pulls at the top. It's so hard to express and describe, so I had to make an alteration, taking a bit at the front crotch. Then I also realized that I needed to make an adjustment for the full seat. So for the full seat, I added 1/2 inch to accommodate for my seat. Then I also lengthened the thigh, because now there are markings for the knee. You make sure that those match up at your exact knee. So I ended up lengthening it at the knee by 2 inches, because I've got quite long legs, and mostly the length is within the femur bone. So any alterations I have to make had to be around that place. And when I made all the alterations, I think I made about 3 alterations, I was happy with this fit of trousers. And honestly, that could only have been possible with that workbook, because it shows you all the common fitting issues that you're likely to come across when you're constructing trousers. So I followed them, ticked them up, wrote whatever I needed to make differently, made alterations to the pattern pieces, and then I transferred them onto first on the toile, tried it on. Once I was happy with it, I was confident to cut into my fabric. And I made two pants. Actually, all were made this week. And also, this is a cotton satin I bought from Pounds Fabric about 2 years ago, and I held on to it. I had 3 meters of it. I was happy to have a go at sewing the first one using this, because I knew with 3 meters, if I messed up on one, I would still sew up another. And I sewed up size 4 throughout, at the hips, at the waist, and at the legs. I also found that I needed to take out some extra fabric towards the waistline. If this is not clear. The fabric is quite dark. And took out an extra fabric around the back seam to accommodate, because it was gaping before I attached the waistband. Once I'd sewn up the pants and everything, the legs, I tried it on and I realized I made the extra adjustments I needed to make. I know they are quite hard to describe here, but I'll try to take pictures of me in both these pants. They are exciting pants because they are not what you would easily find in a store. Sometimes you want to add some drama to your clothing, to your wardrobe, and we don't stick to only plain colored pants. I'm actually excited about them. And also, this is cotton satin I bought from Walthamstow Market in London when I visited about 3 years ago, and everybody talks about that market that sells gorgeous discounted fabrics. So I fell for it and I bought this fabric, and I like these pants. I'm yet to see what I'll be pairing it up with, but I think I would want to make a red top to pair it up with these pants. And for these particular ones, I went with a vent slit at the bottom, which is one of the features of this pattern. These are the Sabrina Slim pants by Love Notions. I've just realized I didn't tell you what they were. These are the Sabrina Slim pants, and they are meant to be slim pants, and the legs are also slim. You have an option of going with a zipper option, but I didn't want to do that, so I went with a split on this. And for these particular ones, I sewed them down straight, so they are quite narrower. They don't have any split, but complete narrow pants. And these are my Sabrina Slim pants, and they came with a few other pocket options. There was one with a welt pocket. I decided to go with the easier way around it and went with patch pocket. And it also features front pockets, but I wanted to avoid a lot of bulk at the front because these are quite fitted pants. So any bulk or anything you'd put in the pockets would stand out, and considering that I used cotton satin fabric. I'm happy with these makes. Then let me tell you all about the interesting giveaway that's going on. Yes, Love Notions is holding a 40% site-wide sale. Yes, that's exciting. And as ambassadors, we all hold a giveaway on our individual social media channels, YouTube, wherever you want to do it, and we give away one pattern to a winner or someone you'll have selected at random to get a pattern of their choice. However, this time round, it has also been spiced up a little bit. All the ambassadors will come up with one person who has won, who will also be entered in another draw to win this amazing Babylock Brilliant Sewing Machine, which retails for $1,799. Yes, so the ambassadors and the owner, we are all giving away that one machine to one lucky winner. So on top of us selecting one person to win a pattern, the winners from various ambassadors will be entered in another draw to win that amazing machine. And yes, that's a brilliant machine. I wish I could own one like that, or I could get that, but definitely I won't be buying a machine at $1,799. I know I'm in the UK. This giveaway is open worldwide. However, if you're based in the US, this machine will be shipped to your address at no extra cost to you. However, if you're out of the US and you're happy to cater for the shipping cost, it will be shipped to you. Alternatively, if you're out of the US the machine can't be shipped to you for any reason, there's a gift that will be open to the non-US winners, and that will be $1,000 voucher Love Notion store credit, and this has no expiration date, so you don't have to worry about this. And just in case you're wondering what you would use all the 1,000 to, like I've said, it has no expiration date, so you can use it towards patterns, towards workshops, and recently Love Notions is holding some virtual workshops, towards retreats. Love Notions used to hold retreats before the lockdown. Most of those things have stopped. Towards retreats, and also towards merchandise that they might have in their shops. And this will be with $1,000 voucher or store credit that you can use and won't expire until it's all used up. So that's a bonus. However, if you're out of the US and you're happy to cover the shipping costs, the machine will still be yours. So that's an exciting thing. And just in case you're wondering how you can enter into this giveaway, First of all, I will consider anyone who comments to this channel at the bottom in the description box below, and preferably if you can tell me which pattern you're interested in getting from the Love Notions sale, or the pattern you've been looking to pick up or get from Love Notions. And also make sure you're subscribed to my channel, and definitely also like this video, and I'll pick at random from the comments left below the winner who will get a pattern of their choice, and also will be entered in the grand draw towards winning that amazing machine. Otherwise, that's all with the giveaway, and that's all with my Apple Mix video. Let me know what was your favorite, and are you going to purchase any patterns in the giveaway? I'm going to attach links to everything I've shared in the description box below. And because I'm an ambassador with Love Notions, I earn a commission over any patterns that could be purchased using my link. However, you're under no obligation to do it. I just thought for transparency's sake I would let you know about it. But if you use the links below, they earn me a commission, which goes into supporting this channel and my sewing journey altogether, so that I can continue sharing with you what I'm up to. Otherwise, thank you for watching, and thank you for sitting through this video. I apologize that it has been a long one, but sometimes you need to go into detail to describe the few things you made and what changes you made to it. Otherwise, thank you for watching. Until next time, please like, comment, and subscribe. Stay safe. Bye.